I want to make a video. It's been a while since I made one. I really ain't got nothing much to say. Anyone who I've kind of given up on trying to wake people up and all that. It's been over 3 years. I was trying 3 years ago. I believe that more people have woken up over the past 3 years, but I don't think it's nowhere near what needs to be. We need people who's just not going to see it, just ain't going to see it no matter what. I'm seeing a lot of people still thinking when we vote for Trump in November, he's going to fucking make everything so much better. And I've been paying attention to Trump since he started running for president the first time. That's when I really started getting into politics, was right, because I was completely against Trump when he first started running for president, and I didn't know shit about Hillary really, except I liked Bill Clinton, and that was his wife, and I was like thinking she was be a good president, and I had no idea. Oh my. But I did start paying attention then, and they're all a part of one system. They're all a part of one system. And anyone who thinks that keeping their system in place and voting for Trump is going to save everybody, save the economy, save the country, save the world, well, y'all, hopefully you don't have to find out, because hopefully the ones that are awake enough is going to step up and make this change before more bad happens. We need to crash that system. We need to take that down completely. We need to redo the entire thing back at the Bill of Rights, the way that it was meant from the beginning. People should be free. Every person on this planet was given life by the Creator. There's no judge, there's no police officers, there's no military. I don't give a fuck how many guns you got, what maritime law you're following. It's all bullshit, and you know you're doing evil. Every man, woman, child, every being should be free. You should be free to follow your own heart, to gain happiness in this life the best you can. Do no harm, and do as thou wilt. That's the way I see it, and I'm pretty sure I'm correct with it. I've studied religion for a very long time. I studied it while I was in prison. Didn't have the internet. I had books, and limited on books, because they don't give you, you can't get anything of Egyptian while you're in prison, period. No, nothing. You try to order a book like that, you try to order Kabbalion, the Emerald Tablets, you try to order, they're going to tell you, no, you can't have that here. You can't have it. You can't have that. You can't have that. That's too much wisdom. That's too much knowledge for you. You're a fucking ward of the state. We own your ass, and we say, no, you can't have it. They lock people up, man, for the dumbest of shit. Stupidest shit. And then now, come to find out, when I got the internet and I've done all this research with the internet, and everybody is kind of waking up, or a lot of people, and start putting out shit and find out, well, the fucking prison system is privately owned, and come to find out it's privately owned by a lot of the fucking musician moguls that are putting out these songs that fucking push their fucking thug life, and push evil and push materialism, and they're just making money hand over fist. When they started their own private prison system and start trying to talk people into doing things that's going to get them put in prison, and of course that starts fear and all the other people that's wanting to see and do good out here, and so they start calling for more reform and more laws and more legislation and more other illegal, unlawful codes and statutes that they're pushed to fucking lock people up for nothing. If anyone in this world does something that truly deserves for them to be locked up, they should be locked up for the rest of their life. Other than that, all the smaller stuff that people do and make mistakes, because everybody does, you can't say you haven't. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Maybe you were Jesus and walking in the flesh today. I don't know. But most every person that has ever walked this earth has made mistakes. If you made one of those lesser mistakes that most people would look at and frown down on, we should have programs, we should have other means of correcting the behavior. We should be teaching from childhood, from birth all the way up, how people should live and live right. I believe God gave us life, and we are here. The whole point of life is to show, to be an example of God here on this earth, to bring this earth up to where God would look down and say, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what it's all about. That's what it was meant to be in the beginning. And I think that's what we're all here for, the purpose of everyone's life. We should be lifting the whole vibration of the whole multiverse to a higher standard for every being there ever has been, ever will be, to look at us and say, that. No wonder. No wonder. You know, I can't say a lot of stuff that I've heard, and I don't know if I know anything, to be quite honest, because we've been lied to from birth, every last one of us. We've been pushed into lies the whole time, and we believe them, and then we teach them to ours, and then so they're growing up learning the same bullshit that we was taught, and it's all been lies for their control and their riches. Big shit show. It's a big fucking shit show. Every movie you watch, every TV show you watch, it's all. Well, watch some of the zombie movies, the apocalypse movies. What's the one common denominator in every one of them? The people that survive, not the zombies, not the fucking vampires, not the evil creatures. The humans get to fighting each other. They get to killing each other over nothing, resources, shoes, whatever the fuck, can of fucking tuna or whatever. They kill each other. That's what they pushing all of it. I don't believe that would happen. If the world went into such shit to where, you know, we was fighting against zombies or trying to survive, just the eco, the weather, or the fucking whatever. I believe mankind would pull together and try to protect itself and not fight each other. I don't think we would fight each other. I really don't. But we've been lied to, and it's been pushed on us, and we fall right in because we're so fucking dumb. We're so fucking dumb. So it really makes me question, do we really know anything at all? I mean, even the smartest. Einstein himself wanted to create the theory of everything. I've heard it said many times that all the periodic elements are on this one periodic table of elements. Every element in the universe and the multiverse is all, we already have it right here on this table. Here you go. You can read it. I don't believe that we've been past the firmament. I've seen enough proof from people that's proven that the earth is flat and that there is a firmament. I don't believe that we've been past the firmament. Not a single man has been past the firmament. I don't think it's possible. I mean, there's so much proof. And Einstein said it. He said that you cannot prove that this world is round and spinning and flying through space. There's no way to prove it. He said that. Not me. He said that. Albert Einstein. And a few others too that's pretty high up there, and we think being, the smarter people. So there's no way to prove it. You can't prove that. But some of the people that showed experiments and stuff that they've proven, and that they have pretty good evidence, you can prove that it is flat. You can prove that the fucking stars ain't fucking spinning around and flying through space. Over 2,000 years, all the stars are in the exact same spot. They ain't moved. They ain't changed. The Big Dipper's still the Big Dipper. Orion's still got the belt in the same spot, and every fucking thing up there is all the exact same. Well, if everything was spinning and flying through space and circling each other and doing all this crazy shit, pretty sure those would have changed by now. At least something. At least a little bit. But nope, our pyramids line right up with Orion's belt still to this day. Fucking North Star is right above our North Pole. I watched a video just yesterday, I think. They showing 24 miles away. You can see these mountains, the mountain range. It's only twice per year that you can actually see them when the sun is in a specific spot that goes behind them. But you can see them clearly on those 2 days. Looking straight out, you can see them 24 miles away. You can see those fucking mountains. Well, according to their math and the way everything is in the circle of the earth, that should be 40 miles dropped down under to where you wouldn't be able to see if they was going by their math of the earth and all that shit. But no, when that sun drops, and the reason why you can't see them other than those 2 days is because the atmosphere is going to cloud us. It's going to cloud to where it's going to take away your visibility. It's just like any art. If you learned in art class, which I'm an artist, I draw, I paint, tattoo, I do all that shit. But they show the fucking the point of collapse, where it's I mean, when you look at a road, even though it's the same all the way, parallel all the way down as far as you go, but if you're sitting in this spot and looking down, that road looks like it goes to a spot. The horizon point disappears. Same with the sun. When it gets so far away, it seems like it disappears, but it's still just going, the same way that it was before. There's so much shit that I've learned in the past 3 years from being disabled and sitting here at home and just researching shit with the internet in my hand. It's I've been studying, man, since I was 20 years old. Sitting in prison, I got tired of playing spades, poker, and bullshit. Listen to all these guys tell dumbass stories, all the bitches they fucked, all the dope they've done, all the dope they've sold, all that dumb shit. That wasn't for me, so I started studying, and I started studying with every freaking book that they had in their libraries. I studied law for a while. I studied religion the whole time, every chance, all over. I believe the Bible quite a bit, but I believe the King James Version was them taking all the ancient religions and texts that they had and scrolls and all of it, and just raping it and making it something that everyone else would bow down to them and put them high on a pedestal, and then now they have power over the world, and it's all a lie because they took the truth and distorted it to suit them, and now we all fucking follow into their religions that's got a lot of truth in it, but a lot of it's been falsified for their own purposes. They're canonized versions of all of it. Bullshit. Do like I did. Don't just jump into a church. Don't jump into a Bible and believe what they're pushing at you. Go read the Vedas. Go read the Kabbalion. Go read the Green Emerald Tablets. Go read. If you can get through the Quran, read it too. I mean, I can't. I've tried. I read a few pages. I can't read that. That's pretty. That hurts. That hurts my soul to try to read. I can't read that. Death to infidels. Death to America. Death to freedom. Death to any woman that doesn't cover her hair in public. Crazy shit, man. They went nuts. I don't agree with killing them off like they are right now. Today, by the way, is 8/6/2024, and I believe we have something in 2 days coming. I'm not sure, but 8/8/2024 is 2 days away, a day and a half now, but I think we got something coming. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. I ain't gonna lie. But I don't lie very often. Very much at all. I really don't. I haven't. You know, my whole life I've been very rarely telling lies. And when I do lie, it's stupid, dumb shit like, oh, I fought a guy 10 times bigger than me. I beat his ass. Stupid shit. Stupid shit. I did fight a guy bigger than me, but he was probably 1 inch, 2 inches shorter than me, but he weighed like 350 pounds at the time, and I weighed 220, 225. I'm 6'6", he was like 6'4", 6'5". He was bigger than me, but who gives a fuck? I didn't win, I didn't lose that fight. That was really not even a fight. That was a pissing contest. It wasn't really even a fight, but stupid shit, man. You know what I mean? I used to talk about. I rode motorcycles when I was a kid, and there was this little hill, the road that goes up, and I used to say, "Oh, I hit that bottom hill and jumped over a car that was passing by," and I told that story for years, man. When I was a kid, I don't know why I told it, but I just wanted to look cooler than I guess what I really am. Which I don't know why now, because I'm a cool motherfucker. I'm cool as shit without the lies. Actually, I'm probably even cooler because I don't lie very much. In my eyes, that's the way I see it. But I've told lies, sure. I just don't lie very often. I don't lie very much, and I don't think I've lied at all in quite a while, a long time now. But I don't see the point in it anymore. It's really a hindrance to humanity, not just me, but all of humanity. It's a hindrance. If we all stopped lying completely and told the truth about everything, this world would change so drastically, so fast. Oh my goodness, everything would be so fucking wonderful. No matter what happens, No matter what you've done, no matter what, you got to tell the truth, and you got to accept consequences for whatever it is you've done. This world would change so drastically. People wouldn't do bad shit anymore. Well, we've been having a lot of stuff go on in Israel and Iran. Now Russia and China's. I mean, it's all this stuff's been talked about for the past 2 years, two and a half, 3 years, really. Now everything's escalating right now to the point to where they've been attacking Israel, and there's been some head honchos in Iran killed, and I don't know. We're at a point right now to where I think most of the world's looking at it right now like we're in the end times. I've been saying that for 3 years, and I still though believe that it's them pushing all this shit to try to make us believe, and so they can get their new world order in place, and I don't know if any of it's true. I do believe the Bible. I believe the Bible. I watched a video the other day, and they've been talking about this for a little bit, but there's a head, looks like a head of the Leviathan. It's just above, it's right at, and between Antarctica and Brazil or Chile, whatever the peak of that is, and it's right there coming out, and they showed where it's moved, and there's smoke coming out of what looks like nostrils. It really does. If you look around the whole thing, it looks like its tail's coming back around and going in its mouth. And I've been studying religion for a long time, and the Ouroboros, the snake that's wrapped around and eating its own tail, that's something I've wondered about for a long time. And it kind of shows it. I mean, but it's also Google, so it could be fake as fuck too. Could be fake, and they could be putting it out for more of their propaganda and bullshit. But if it's real, and it does look to be, I don't like I say, they could have put it in there with CGI. Who knows? But I believe in the firmament. I believe the Bible. I believe the Bible, and it talks about the Leviathan in the Bible, and it talks about so much stuff in the Bible that I've now come to realize, damn, this shit is real. This shit is fucking real. The swords that they found that are huge, and the books that they found that are fucking huge. The doors of the places it's created that are 30 feet tall, doors. Why the fuck would any man, I'm 6'6", that door is so big and so heavy. Why would any man build a door like that just for aesthetics? That's bullshit. There's something to it. I believe the giants was real. The trees, the giant trees. Oh my goodness, there's so much. And then all the rock formations that shows fossilized giants of men, of snakes, of turtle. They call this Turtle Island America. And they showed in the video the other day, damn if it don't look like a turtle. The way they showed it, which I'd never seen it before like that, and but when they pointed it out the way they did, I was like, damn, that really does. And this is what the freaking Indians was calling it back before, we came here and slaughtered them and fucking took over, stole all the land and all this bullshit. They called this Turtle Island. And they've put a lot of shit out there that, how did they know? How did they know? We looked at them like they were savages with wearing no clothes. I don't wear clothes. No, I hate shirts. I hardly ever wear a fucking shirt. in the fucking middle of winter I don't wear a shirt. Does that make me a savage? Because I don't wear fucking clothes like they fucking think that I ought to or whatever. But anyway, how did they know this stuff that they know? I mean, they know some shit. They knew some shit. They knew some shit because they were connected with the higher self. Boy, we've let them dumb us down so much. Everything from what they're making and feeding us and putting poison in the air and poison in the water and making us go through their schools. My fucking next door neighbor got in trouble for truancy. You know, he's 16 years old. He had to go to court. Over truancy. He didn't want to go to school. They said he has to go to school. Oh man, you can't not go to school. You got to go to school, or else you're going to court, and we're going to do something. Might lock your ass up. They made him go to summer school because I guess he hadn't been in no real trouble or whatever. But knowing what I know now about their school and the way they teach and what they teach, and if I was raising my little girl right now, I got the girl that's about to turn 3 years old living in Maryland, and if she was here living with me, she would never walk into the fucking public school system. She would never see one of those teachers or listen to a fucking thing they got to say. By the time she's 10, 11 years old, I guarantee you she'd be able to teach them some shit. I guarantee it. And she'd know some good shit too. It wouldn't be no fucking bullshit. It wouldn't be no fake history. It wouldn't be no fucking she'd learn all the real shit straight off the jump. I put these in my beard just because I figured I'd see how they look. I wish I could put gems in there like crystals and stuff, but I can't get them in there. But these rings I put in, it's one of my more expensive ones I bought at a truck stop. And this one ought to get a lot of people's attention. Oh no, that's a pentagram. That's bad. It's evil. It's a symbol. It's nothing but art. It's nothing. It means fucking nothing. It means whatever you want to put to it. And if it comes down to it, 666 and all that, it's just the material world. It's us. It's material. It's carbon. It's the material life that we're living. Evil's in the motherfucking skin, if you didn't know. That's true. That is true. See, we were born, every last one of us, from day one, with good and evil inside. Straight off Jump Street. And then it's whichever you feed more of what you become. It's what you decide on what you become. Do you want to become Gandhi? Do you want to give up all the earthly shit like Jesus? You want to be good? Then concentrate on that and do that. Do you want to be Aleister Crowley and be known as the most evil fucker that ever walked the face of this earth? Do you want to be Hillary Clinton? I hope not. But if you do, it's your choice. Can't nobody else fucking tell you, oh, fuck them, man. If you do something that causes harm, I'm hoping, I'm not sure. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'm not sure, because I don't think the God, my God, the God that created everything, the one that came to be out of nothingness, there was nothing before him. There'll be nothing more after him. That's my God. And I don't believe that he is one or the other. Either way, I believe he's balanced. I believe he allows good, evil, and all to be. I do hope completely with all my being that he is good and that he wants us all to be good, and that's what he loves more than anything. But how do you get Valhalla? How do you come up with Valhalla to where people actually believe when they die, they go to this place, and every morning they wake up, they go battle all day long, battle and kill each other all day long. At the end of the day, they all end up go feast for the rest of the day and enjoy themselves the rest of the night, and then go to sleep, and the next morning they get up and go fight all day again. How the fuck do you come up with some shit like that? How do you get that? Well, that's we are all born with good and evil inside, and it's which one you feed more. All right. So I don't know. I love Jesus. I love God, the good God that believes in life and everyone should be free and happy and loved and nurtured. That's what I believe in myself, and that's what I'm hoping for the most. But I've done plenty of bad. Nothing compared to what they've you fucking put on me. 19 years in prison is ridiculous. A lot of it for driving charges. Snatched the pocketbook and all this other stupid shit. It's nothing really to have that much of my life taken away from me. All of that shit that I did, maybe at the very worst, program or two, or some kind of time spent giving back to my community or something like that. You know what I mean? Some kind of lesson that made me learn, you know, if you step outside of what society sees as being, you know, not good, then something to correct that. But other than that, you can't take people's lives away from them like that, man. I mean, if you're out there and you really are truly making someone do something against their will, or taking something from someone against their will, or killing, you know, or certain things like that, then a person should be locked up for the rest of their life, never to get out. You spend the rest of your life in a fucking cell with no fucking visitors, and you get no fucking pleasures and the life anymore, but you have to live as long as possible, because that's the real punishment right there, is living as long as possible without any of the joys of life. That is the worst punishment that you could do with anybody. Executing somebody is giving them mercy. That's taking them, that sends them right on back out of this body. When you leave this body, that is mercy. When you leave this body, period, that is mercy. You get out of this body, as soon as you do, you're like, it feels so much better. And I can think so much more clearly, and I know so much more stuff that just, if it's something you want to know, you just automatically, it comes right in, and you know whatever the fuck it is. Automatic. It's fucking... I believe, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I believe that we choose to come here into this body because we do have certain things that is enjoyable in this body, like sex, like fruit, sugar, and tasting good stuff. Feeling the body going into a nice, cool, crisp water on a hot fucking day, or hot water on a cold day, or, you know, just certain things that I think that we don't have the ability to get there that you do in the physical realm, the sixth realm, this dimension that we're in, which I've been hearing so many people say, this is the third dimension, we're jumping into the fifth dimension. I don't think none of y'all realize what a dimension even is yet. But y'all act like y'all fucking know so much. How the fuck do you know these things? How do you know them? Because if anybody had the way to know these things, I've heard this before, and I kind of believe this, because I do believe we are all one. I believe if anyone ever completely wakes, all of us are going to wake. Just like it. And when we do, we're all going to have the information that I wish I had right now. We don't. Not a single one of us do. But we talk like we do. Talk like we know so fucking much. You've been lied to since the day you were fucking born. From everything from your birth certificate and what they use the birth certificate for. And the religions that they're pushing at you. And your mother and father believe so much in this one religion because that's what they were grown up with and was taught. And they pushed it on you, and now you believe in this one religion. And that one religion, I'm pretty sure, comes from the original, not the original religions, but the ones that we see as, the there was religions a lot farther back than the Torah. A whole lot farther back than that. And guess where Christianity and Islam stems from? All of it. From the Torah. All of it stems from the Torah. And guess where they got it from? The older religions back before that. There was 25 religions that pushes Christmas on December 25th. The Messiah that died and came back in 3 days, walked on water and turned water into wine, bringing back the dead. There was 25 of them. But yet, the last one, which is Jesus, in this Bible that we believe so much in today, this was the last one that I'm pretty sure is the last one. They branched off from the Torah and all these different. You got I go to the Presbyterian church to get food, and you got the Catholics, and you got the Mormons, and you got the Amish. You got all these. You got Islam is branch of it. It's crazy as fuck branch if you ask me, but still the same gods they're talking about. They just don't believe that Jesus was the Messiah. They think he was a prophet. And hey, my goodness, man. Everybody thinks they know so much and know everything. And even Einstein was a fucking moron. The dude was an idiot. He thought he was coming up with a theory of everything. But for a long time, he didn't believe in God. And even when he said, well, maybe there is a God, maybe. But he still, how the fuck you think you're coming up with a theory of everything, bro? Really? That just shows how smart you are. I told my doctor, I've been seeing a doctor past 6-7 months now. I told her last time I went, I said, I'm fucking smart. I said, I'm super smart. And she's telling me about my cholesterol. I got high cholesterol, and she wanted to put me on statins. I said, man, let me tell you something. So, I come here because my insurance, my Medicaid, they want me to see a doctor on a regular basis. So I come here to satisfy them and keep my insurance happy. And then they pay you when I come here. So you're getting paid by them. And I don't know why they're getting paid to have me come to you and all that. But hey, I'm going to do it because if something happens, I need to go to the hospital. I want to make sure that they're going to be there I'd break my legs again or whatever. You know, I want to make sure that I have this insurance, so I'm doing it. And they're making money somehow. I don't know how, but the fucking insurance makes money and they pay that doctor. And that doctor gets paid from me going there to see him. So, you don't want me to come anymore, that'd be fine by me. If you don't want me to come, you won't get no more of that fucking money that they're getting for me coming here. So it's a big fucking loop that ain't, I really ain't getting shit out of it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how it all works, to tell you the truth. It's all kind of crazy, when you ask me. But either way, she wanted to put me on fucking statins, bring my cholesterol down. I said, man, let me tell you something. I said, I'm too fucking smart for this dumb shit. I'm going to tell you now, I already know. The brain is made of cholesterol. This is what makes the fucking whole brain. Cholesterol. Fat. That's what your whole fucking brain is made out of. And you want to put me on something that does something to the cholesterol? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm too smart for this shit. So she started talking, oh, we can, natural remedies. I forgot the root she talked about. It's some weird name that I had never heard before. I looked it up since, and I've heard people talk about it. Ashwagandha or some shit like that. But, no, I'm not doing that neither. My remedies is I eat fruit and I eat vegetables and I eat seeded fruits and I eat the seeds too, because there's a lot of seeds that deworms the body. Watermelon seeds, pomegranate or papaya will deworm the body. Apple seeds will deworm the body. And guess what's in apple seeds? Arsenic. Oh, arsenic. The arsenic that kills people? Yeah. The arsenic that kills people. It's good for the body. Well, for certain things. It grows in your fucking apple seeds. It grows in your that's... I guess if there's so much of it, maybe it would kill you. I don't know. Something I've been thinking a lot about lately is how lead is poison. Lead is poison. Lead is poison. I've been believing this since I was a kid now. Because back when I was a kid was back when they started making this. Oh, lead's poison. We've been making lead paint all these years and painting our houses with it. And now come to find out that it's poison and it'll kill you. Guess what lead does? Lead can block the fucking 5G and all these waveforms that come in through your fucking house. So if you've got lead paint painted in your house, all these waveforms that they're making weapons out of, like 5G, it blocks it. So if you had lead paint in your house and you're sitting in there and they will attack you with a 5G weapon, which they do, yeah, they do, you would be protected from that. You'd be protected from them. So right around the time when I was, coming into teenager, is back when they started making a big deal about the lead paint. Lead paint. They've been painting for years. They put lead in the fucking gasoline for many, many, many years because it's cheaper. But now all of a sudden, oh no, they got this new technology that's waveforms going through the air for radio, for different types of cell phone stuff, And all of a sudden, lead's poison for you. Lead's poison for you. That's pretty strange. Never questioned it, just believed them. I believed them. Why wouldn't I? Growing up, the government's there for us. They're good people, right? They do what's right for us. I'm reevaluating this now. Is lead really poison for us? Is atomic energy radiation, is it really poison us? Let me tell you something. The guy that started putting lead in the gasoline would go on stage and drink it with lead in it all across the country, showing people there's nothing wrong with this. It doesn't hurt you. Look, he'll drink it. And he did it for a long, long time, and he didn't die from it. He died from something else. Look it up. The guy that was pushing atomic energy, nuclear power, he would take little bits of radioactive material and eat it on stage. And he went across the country doing that repeatedly. He didn't die from that. He died from something else. Look it up. Piece of shit lighter. Something I found out recently, watching videos on the internet. Something that they've proven, and something I believe now, because I've watched enough of it to see and believe that their experiments are true. Nicotine. Nicotine is not, it's poison, but it's not causing our cancers. It's not causing us cancer, and it's not killing us. You'd have to take a lot of it for it to kill you or poison you like that. This ain't what causing our cancers. When you smoke this shit, if you grew it yourself, without pesticides, without anything, and you grew it naturally, and you cured it, and you fucking produced it yourself and then smoked it, you would smoke it for fucking 1,000 years. Never worry about cancer, not once. What's causing us cancer that's in that shit right there is what J.P. Morgan started, and all these other tobacco companies adopted and put in. And I'm pretty sure it's thanks to our governmental officials. They put a lot of poisons in that shit. They put poisons in here that makes us addicted. They put more poison in it that makes us feel more of the effect of the feeling that you feel when you hit it. You know, that calm, ooh. Love smoking. I love to smoke. Feels good. I love that feeling. It just, every hit, it's like when you smoke marijuana, depending on how good it is, once you hit it a couple times, an hour, you're feeling pretty good. Some of it creeps up. Some of it's not straight away. Some of it does more of a head high. Some of it more of a body high. It's all different shit when it comes to your THCs. But when it comes to nicotine, it's immediate. As soon as you hit it, I mean, you suck in, and when you blow back out, it's automatic. It don't last very long, you know, but most people will smoke 2 cigarettes in an hour, or maybe 1 an hour. But as soon as you hit it, that one hit, it's like, you feel it. Everything they do is for profit. Everything they do is to screw you so they can make more, live off of your sweat. This low lighter right here, these are good lighters. These are better lighters than what we used to have in the little Bics, you know, with the flint. This has a little battery in here. That little battery goes up to the tip, and when you click it, it makes that spark. And then the butane, which you can refill the butane over and over. You can refill the butane permanently. It shouldn't leak unless a seal or something breaks, loosens or something. That should be good forever, that little tank. You can keep it full of butane, but that battery's going to run out, just like this one's almost run out. When that battery runs out, this fucking thing ain't no more good. Toss it out. You get you a vape. You get you a vape pen. That vape pen, which I done tore this one apart because I was planning on trying this. I'm going to try it. That vape pen, that's a battery. It has a battery on it. But that battery's hooked to a plug that you can plug it in and recharge the fucking battery. Why the fuck don't they put a charger on that fucking thing? If you could recharge that battery over and over, and you could fill that butane up forever, over and over, this thing would work forever. It would never, ever stop working. All you'd have to do is plug it in for the charge of the battery and keep butane in it, and it would work forever. Every time you pull that button right there, that flame would keep the whole time, instead of going out like it is now. Why don't they do that? They could sell that lighter for an extra $10 if they did that, you know, instead of $8, which I think is what I paid for mine. Of course, this has been 3 years ago. I bought a shit ton of them when I found them because I was making money at the time. I was out on the road truck driving, and I had more money coming in than I knew what to do with, and I hate money, so I spend it as soon as I get it. If I see something I want, I buy it. You know, when I found these, I bought like fucking 12 of them at once. And all of them are pretty much dead, except for a couple left. But they're almost dead. They're doing what this one's doing now. All of them. So, if I could just recharge that battery, it would work forever. And they could sell it for an extra $10, double the $8 that I paid for it. They could easily sell it for $18. People buy them. But they'd lose money by doing that. Because if they lost, they'd lose money, because if I could charge that thing up, instead of working for 3 years, like the 12 that I bought, which one ain't going to last you 3 years. It might last you 6 months or more. But if you buy 12 of them, it's going to last you a while. But once them batteries run out and I got to throw them away, I'm going to have to go buy another lighter somewhere. Or another one of these, or another bit or something. I don't know. But if they put that on it, it would work. Maybe not forever, because sooner or later that battery probably would give out. Of course, if you could redo the battery, put in a new battery, which that wouldn't be hard neither, you'd have a forever fucking lighter. Just plug it in for the charge, push it in for the butane, and it would work for fucking ever. Why in the fuck wouldn't they do it? And instead of making this bitch out of plastic, make it out of fucking aluminum. It's better for the environment, it's better for you, and it would last forever if they just do that. Plastic's really bad for us, by the way, if you didn't know. Plastic is really bad for us. It's bad for the environment, it's bad for all life forms. And here we're making everything out of plastic. From the interior of your cars, to the little lighters, to our little kids' play toys, every fucking thing made out of plastic. It's easy to make, it's easy to form. But it's really bad for us. It's really bad for the fucking whole world. And they ain't got to be making that shit, man. They could use aluminum. They could use steel, gold, silver, all these different metals and they can make it last forever. You'd have to buy one lighter, pay double what I paid for it, but then use it forever. Just buy your fucking butane to go in it, and for real, if we were smart, we wouldn't be using butane. We wouldn't be using gasoline. We'd be using hydrogen. We would be splitting water molecules and using the hydrogen in our cars and our lighters and our fucking... I'm pretty sure they already use that in their airplanes and our rockets. I'm pretty sure that's what they use, because that is one of the best, most reliable and useful gases out there, and most abundant gases out there. Helium and hydrogen is two of the most, and they would be so much more useful than any propane, any oil-based, flammable, anything. But no, they can't use something like that. They'd lose money. We'd buy something one time and then use it for the rest of our life and never have to, and then pass it on to our kids and grandkids to use. And they'd use it forever. So they'd lose money. They wouldn't have no repairs. They wouldn't have no buying new, all that shit would be over. They don't want to lose that money. They want every fucking penny. It's not pennies. It's your sweat that they're buying, that they're stealing. It's your fucking sweat. It's your fucking. It's your bow down. It's your loyalty. It's it's you. That's what they're getting. It ain't the fucking pennies. It ain't the dollars. That shit has nothing. That's just paper. It's nothing. It ain't even that. The coins ain't made with copper and silver and gold anymore. They're made with nickel and zinc. Bullshit. It ain't worth what they fucking making it out to be. Shit ain't worth a shit. It ain't worth nothing. That ain't what they're getting out of it. They're getting you. They're getting your sweat, your time, your life. That's what they're getting. And as long as you keep your ass working and paying into their system, and that money comes to them for free, they don't have to own the thing. They just have to own the man that owns the thing. That's what they want. They don't want to own the thing. They want to own the men. And then the men owns the thing, but they own the men. So hey, they get to live free and abundant. Everything in the world is at their fucking. That's their oyster. The world is their oyster. We work our asses off to try to pay our electric bill, put gas in our car, and food on our table. Right now is a time in the world where people are paying ridiculous amounts of money for an apple, a potato, the water. You can't drink a city water, any other fucking bullshit they run through your pipes. Can't drink that anymore. Oh, by the way, they took out all the copper pipes, which they were using because copper is really good. It's really good for the water. It's good for us. It's good for the environment. It's good for all of it. You can do so many things with copper. Copper is wonderful. Copper is a big part of this body. Yeah, copper. It's good for us, and it keeps our water. Not only does it keep it good, it rejuvenates the water and makes it better. It's fucking wonderful shit, man. Oh, they took all the copper when they said, oh, we can't. It's cheaper if we use PVC. We use this plastic. So now we got all our water running through these plastic lines as well. And the water they're using, they're taking the shit and they're taking the garbage water and they're adding all kinds of fucking bad shit to it. Look up fluoride, you'll see. They put fluoride in every fucking thing, man. Fluoride. Fluoride's bad for us. It's keeping us dumb. It's keeping us dumbed down. It's keeping us not being able to connect with our true self. This body is not our true self. This body is an avatar. Our true self is up there, and we get this life force comes from the other realms that we're going to go back to when we leave this body. When we leave this body, you feel like, oh my gosh, that body was so constraining and so hard and so painful and so, I'm so free now. I'm glad I'm so free of that. There's got to be something to it when we get there, though, but that makes us decide we want to come back again, because there's got to be. There's no fucking way that you could feel that good when you leave this body and go up to heaven and go up to what you call heaven, and go back into those realms, and then decide you're going to come back again and do this again. There's got to be something. I don't know what, but I'm pretty sure it's what I said earlier. It's the sex and the tasting and the feeling with the cold water and the hot day and hot water on a cold day and just all these things. It's got to be that. I don't know what else it could be. something makes us decide to come back here. And I'll be glad when I do know it all, because I want to know everything. Everything. I've been saying that for a long time. I want to know it all. Every fucking thing there is to know, I want to know. And I want to be able to utilize all of it. Just every bit. I mean, maybe that's my evil in my flesh that's calling for that. I don't think so, though. I think that's a natural thing that most people really truly want deep down, whether they want to say it, believe it or what. I think that's what we all want. But yeah, they put in their King James version that anyone who searches and seeks for such things, they're playing with magic and they're evil. And bullshit. I call bullshit on you, motherfucker. Fuck you. I call bullshit. I'm fed up with all of it. I've learned so much over the past 3 years. I know I already had learned a lot in my lifetime, because I've been steadily wanting to learn everything. And I tried in prison, but everything I could learn, I tried real hard. Man, I read all the classic books. I've read Dante and Homer. I've read Dickens, and Tolstoy. I've read just much of all that classic novel stuff, because once I got into knowledge so much, I stopped reading all the bullshit books, Clancy and Kuntz and King. I stopped reading them because it's all just crap. I wanted, all right, well, if I'm going to be reading all these books, well, at least I can read something that I can say, hey, I've read Tolstoy, I've read War and Peace, I've read Anna Karenina and Tale of Two Cities, and I've read all the classics. I've read the Divine Comedy and the Iliad. All these things I wanted to say, hey, I've read this stuff, and it's, I know this stuff. And while all these other people say, well, I read, Tom Clancy, I like war novels and spy novels, entertaining shit, which I guess all the classics is just entertainment shit too. But when you think about it and you really look deep like I do, and I do, there's a lot of truth in a lot of the fiction as well, and it's there put in your face. I mean, once you get to seeing signs in everyday life, and then you get to seeing all the shit that's put in the movies, and I think a lot of the movies and TV shows is accidental. They don't even realize what they're putting in there, but it comes to them from up there, and then they put it in it, and then it's true shit that they're putting in there. They have no idea. They're thinking they're putting in some entertaining stuff, and it's a lot of true fucking shit that's being put in there. And it's because we get our life force, our knowledge, our true knowledge, the real knowledge, we're getting it from higher sources, our higher self. That's where it's coming from to begin with. And so a lot of the shit gets put in there. And when you read stuff like, the Divine Comedy, you read about purgatory and paradise and the inferno. Yeah, he was getting a lot of his shit from higher places, and he's putting it in these books that he's thinking, hey, I'm just writing a entertaining little novel. I'm gonna make some money because people are gonna buy it and read it, But he's putting real shit out there. I believe that. I believe that 100%. So a lot of those stuff you get knowledge too, but study all the religions, man. Don't just jump on one and say, oh, this is what I believe because this is what the preacher preaches and this is what my parents taught me and told me is true. And go study some. Go study some. And you find out there's 25 that matches so much with Christianity and Jesus' life. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute here. How is this? How are these so much similar but yet this is the one. This is the one. But all these other 24 is so fucking similar, but this is the one. He was born 2,000 years ago. 2,024 years ago, I'm assuming. And died at the age of 33. Well, look into Masonry. Look at what the 33 represents. Look at numbers, period. Numbers is really, you get into numbers, you really start getting into learning some shit. Some real good shit. This is how God teaches. I think this is how he's trying to say, all right, numbers don't lie. Numbers is real shit. And when you start getting into that, you start learning about a lot of that, you're like, whoa, this shit is blowing your fucking mind. When you look into numerology and life path numbers, I'm a life path 11. That's a master number. That's the first of the master numbers. There's two to come after that, 22 and 33. 33 is the highest master number that they talk about in life paths for numerology. But I believe that there probably is 44, 55, and 66. But I don't know. You know, I just know what I've heard from them. But when I look at numbers and hear what all they've said, and then I start seeing, I get signs everywhere. I get signs, and I've been getting them for a while since when I started meditating. Right after I got cancer, I started getting signs from all over. And when you start paying attention to it, it'll blow your fucking mind. I've had some experiences that people would probably think I was crazy if I told them, but I know they were real. I'm the one that experienced them. I know that it was real. It's not some fucking hallucination. It's not some fucking crazy. It ain't some demon fucking trying to fuck with me or. No, they were real. These were real experiences. Do research, people. Pick up your fucking internet while we still got it and do research. Research whatever it is that interests you, and hopefully, just like it was with me, once you get on one thing and you start researching it, there's going to be other things that comes in with that, and you're going to be like, hey, well, let me write this down because this is interesting. I'm going to look this up after I'm finished with what I'm looking at, and then you go look at that and start on that path. Next thing you know, man, you've got knowledge coming in from all over, and you're like, damn, you're picking threads here and there to check out, and you're getting wisdom, real wisdom. Knowledge is power. You can believe that. You can believe that. If you don't believe nothing else I say, trust me. I wondered for so long what the fuck that meant. What does that mean? Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. What the fuck does that mean? Because I was learning so much shit. But I didn't see how it was making me any more powerful. I thought it was crazy. That's just some crazy shit people say. Well, now, with the experiences that I've had, and with the knowledge that I've gained with the internet in my hand to be able to get, you know, so much more knowledge and pick threads here and there and more different, swinging different ways and picking out, you know, it's like, whoa. I believe I know what happens when we die. I believe I know. And I believe I know when I leave this body. A lot of people that I've listened to near-death experiences, they get out of the body, they float up to the ceiling, and they're like, what the fuck's happening? And then a fucking tunnel opens up, and they're like, whoa, what's happening? And then they start getting pulled into it. And they're like, whoa, 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 what's going on? And some people will be in the darkness, and they're like, wait a minute, I can't move, I can't go, I try to walk, and I'm just standing there doing nothing. I can't move. I believe I know when I leave this body exactly how to move. I know when I want to go there, I'm going to be able to go there. If I want to be able to do something, if I have some fucking crazy demon creature coming at me and they want to tear me apart and all that, because I've heard that too from some of the near-death experiences. and then Jesus will come in, or their grandparents or someone will come in and help them and say, "Oh, get away from them, demon. Come on up here. You don't want to be down there. Come up here. Come up here." I don't believe I'm going to have that problem. I truly believe when I die, any demons in the area is going to be running like a bitch. They're going to be gone. They're going to poosh. They ain't going to be nowhere near me. I don't believe anybody's going to say, "Hey, you know, come up here. You need to fucking go flying down this tunnel towards light, and you know, you got no say in the matter." I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to look over there and see that and be like, "Okay, do I want to go there? I don't know. Let me think about this for a minute. If I want to go over here, I can say, hold on, let me go over here. I'm going to go there because I believe that I know how, because of all the shit that I've learned and studied and all the near-death experiences that I've heard their stories and how similar they all are. I mean, they're all different, just like life. We all have a different life. And your death is going to be the same. It's going to be different, but same. It's going to still be the same. You're still going to the same place. You're still going through the same shit. You're still going to see the same. It's very similar. It's all the same, but it's different. It's specialized for you because it's your journey. This is your life that you're living and going through. So it's going to be tailored to you. But it's all so similar that it's undeniable. It's undeniable that it is the same. It's the same place. It's the same stuff. It's all so very similar. And when you start looking into all that, you start learning, it's like, damn, it's like pieces of the puzzle starting to come together. So when you got all this knowledge like I have of stuff that I've studied while I was in prison and now studying since I got cancer and with the internet, and you're like, this shit's blowing your fucking mind. I went through times where it was so hard for me that I was like, damn, I couldn't handle it, and I was like, fuck, it's just so much. But then I got past that. Now I'm at a place to where I'm like, I know a lot, and I still want to know so much more. At a time, I was saying I couldn't handle it because it was so much, and nobody wanted to believe what I was saying because maybe I sounded crazy to them. They've been taught from birth the same lies, shit. Let me change this over real quick. I'll be right back. I'm gonna cut this one off and start 2, because if I try to go too long, it'll say it couldn't save it or some dumb shit. I'll be right back.